The soul is nourished by fire and air, and the body by water and earth. Hi there. Today we are covering a topic that has been part of the health and wellness community since before there even was a health and wellness community. It could even be said that we have been using this wellness technique for as long as people have been on the earth. It's super powerful and is full of all kinds of benefits that everyone can take advantage of. This ancient health practice is none other than fasting. There are many different types of fasts found across just as many cherished traditions, and they all generally revolve around the idea of not eating food for a period of time. Fasting is without a doubt one of the quickest and easiest ways to rapidly heal your body. It is known to provide a wide range of benefits, such as reducing neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, inducing body-wide cellular repair processes, lowering risk of diabetes, reducing stress and inflammation, and even preventing cancer. On top of these benefits, fasting also spurs deep mental, emotional, and spiritual healing, helping you release worries, anxieties, stresses, and even helping to get rid of certain addictions. So how does this work? Well, on a physical level, our bodies have an innate capacity to heal themselves. However, under normal circumstances, a great deal of energy in our bodies goes to the digestive system and metabolizing processes, turning the food we eat into usable energy for us to live our lives. This also means that the systems required for healing and repair are put on hold until these other processes have run their course. Thus, by fasting, we are essentially asking our bodies to take a break from digesting, freeing up a lot of energy for use on healing other parts of our bodies that often get neglected. For those who are curious, the deep physical cleansing benefits of fasting only really arise when you cut out food entirely. Just eating less than your recommended daily amount is not the same because eating anything at all adds to your body's active energy storage called glycogen, which takes about 10 to 12 hours to be depleted. It's only after this time that the body starts burning fats for fuel and using up your excess fat storage for energy. The benefits that we could really go into here are astounding. However, the main points are as follows. Once your body enters into the state of burning fats for fuels, we see our glucose levels drop. We start to lose weight and belly fat as it's used up for fuel. We see insulin and IGF-1 levels drop, reducing risk of diabetes, and we see many deep cellular repair processes begin as the body begins removing waste material from our cells. We also see beneficial changes to several genes and molecules related to longevity and immunity to disease, as fasting actually produces new stem cells into the body. This process also reduces oxidative stress and inflammation as well. Fasting is also very beneficial for heart health as it improves blood pressure, cholesterol, blood triglycerides, and blood sugar levels. Doing this also improves brain function, which reduces anxiety as a result. Not surprisingly, exercise is the only other thing we know of which shows the same positive effects on brain health as fasting. Whenever you end a fast, it's important to do it very carefully. If you come off of your fast and go straight into eating how you used to, you may find your belly becoming quite bloated. This is actually normal if you intake food too quickly or eat food that your newly cleansed body doesn't actually like. If you instead start with teas, soups, and smoothies, and then begin shifting to small amounts of raw or plant-based foods, your body will have a much easier time adapting back to eating again. For those who are just starting out with the practice of fasting, you should probably know the different kinds of fasts that there are, because there are quite a few that exist now. Here's a short list of different fasts that you can try. Water fasting, the most basic and essential of all of the fasts. It's just drink nothing but water for the duration of the fast. In this way, you consume 0 calories, 0 nutrients, and 0 carbs. We'd like to express not to try this fast until you have practiced other forms of fasting for a long time, and not to practice without supervision. Intermittent fasting. This is when you fast for a period of time during the day, and then break the fast for a meal at some point in your day, and then resume fasting. The idea here is to pick a number of hours that you want to fast for during the day, say 18 hours, and then you have a small window of 6 hours to eat every day. Juice fasting. This is one of the easiest fasts to get started with from the perspective that you can go days and days without experiencing hunger because you are still supplying your body with tons of energy for your body to use. For those who are just starting fasting or who are even seasoned vets, we'd like to give you some warnings and advice to keep everybody safe. Firstly, be careful and don't push yourself too hard. If you've never done fasts before, it can be jarring and very difficult to do a fast more than a day or two, but that's a great place to start. The first 3 or 4 days are always the hardest, but once you really get into the flow of it, you might even find that you're not even hungry once the fat burning really begins. Also, fasting becomes easier with every friend or family member you do it with. When you have mutual support from a community around you, it's just easier than if everybody around you is eating and you are not. Thank you so much for watching, and happy fasting.